Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Gets open down the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Cooper. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Second down coming up. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
Oh, he wants it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Got his man on the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got his man quickly. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's O'Neal. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, San Diego 10.
The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 46, set to kick it off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice game. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. To tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Floating away. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Getting some heat. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Alabama, 6.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And they got him for the sack.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, San Diego State, 17, Alabama, 6.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown tie. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Cooper. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, San Diego State. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Moving out of the pocket. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team